just freezes on the front.
There you go. It's getting started. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to see your reactions, but how many of you know what the recruitment link is? Where to go and find a recruitment link? Put your hands up if you know where the recruitment link is. I've seen Janet, Lynn, Trisha. Okay. Raymond raised it. Okay. I had to go and find it. I have to admit, I didn't know where to look. I searched and searched, and I discovered that if you log on and then go to my account information, and recruitment link is just above your picture, either on the phone or on the screen, and it gives you this information. So the standard kit, if you can read that, is £35. I apologise to the people who are on mobile. It is very tiny. I couldn't make it any bigger. But there's the three options you've got. A £35 standard where you get 100 active catalogues, 100 snappy bags, 100 personalised order forms, 200 normal order forms, one flagship VivaMK product, and you can have a credit facility called postpay of £100 on the standard one for £35. You can do an executive kit, which has got 200 of all active catalogues, 200 snap bags, 200 personalised order forms, 300 ordinary order forms, 2 of the flagship products, and a post-pay credit facility of £150. So you'll have taken your new starter through this, and they'll have decided which catalogue kit they want. The other one at £7.50 is the online starter pack with 5 of the active catalogues, 5 of all the active catalogues. So the first thing you'll want to do with your new starter is plan your week. Now, there is a template available for this, and you may well get that in the email that gives you all the information to start with. But so we want to be able to, the new starters to be able to plan their week so it doesn't come as a surprise to them. So the first thing we're going to do is ask them to plan out their own commitments. So here I've got someone who works 9 to 5, Monday to Thursday, and 9 to 4 on Friday. They're in the office on Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday, and have an hour commute each way. So they leave the house at 8 and get home at 6 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday. But Monday, Tuesday and Friday, they're working from home. So that's their commitments, as an example. So we're going to start the retail plan. Well, no, first of all, we're going to add meetings and trainings. So at 9 o'clock on Monday evening, there's a team training. And at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, there's the 18 webinar, which we're on right now. So having done meetings and trainings and got that in, so when have you got time to retail? Well, they've decided, talking to their sponsor, that they want to do a fairly standard plan where they're going to put catalogues out Friday and collect Monday. So on Friday evening, they're going to deliver 100 catalogues. On Monday evening, they're going to collect catalogues. Now, I haven't said 100 here because there's always going to be some stragglers. You'll never pick up 100 catalogues. Someone always forgets. So that's the kind of... then they're going to put out catalogues on Tuesday and Thursday for Thursday. So Friday for Monday, Tuesday for Thursday, which is fairly common. So Tuesday evening, they're going to put out 90 catalogues, let's say, because they haven't got that many back. On Thursday, they're going to collect 90 catalogues. On Friday, they now collect stragglers back, and then they put out their 90 catalogues. Now, I've just, for convenience, they're going to put their order in on Friday. Well, it could be Saturday or even Sunday, because it all counts as Monday, so you'll get your order delivered on Tuesday, and I haven't talked about sorting the order out or unpacking it, but that's just a kind of way of working. So you've got when you're going to work. So here's a sample of some templates, and that will be available to you on paper. But how many of you actually got a pencil close by? Because this is kind of a pencil and paper, old-fashioned if you like, but most everybody's got a mobile phone with them. I've got one. Some are even watching the thing on the presentation on a mobile phone. So I've gone electronic and shown things how you can do things on a device. So, and here's some examples of some slips we will be using. So collecting on Monday, and there's a tomorrow slip for those stragglers where you go back. All these things and the types of slips, etc., that people use within their own team will be available from the person who sponsored you. They'll be in an email and they'll be of their own particular design. So you're going to prepare for a fast start. So where are you going to go? Well, local to home is best. It's easier, quicker, and now with the price of petrol, it's cheaper to work from where you are and work out. Now, I made a rookie mistake when I was starting in Hull, and I concentrated on one area and worked that area, every street, every house in those streets. My big problem was, it was a fairly poor council estate, or former council estate perhaps. And the problem was I didn't pick up good orders. Now, it's much better if you can work round a circle. Say, do this quadrant first, the top bit, then do the quadrant underneath, the next bit, the third quadrant round, and the fourth quadrant round. And we just go round 4 times to our areas every 4 weeks. So if you can think of a clock face, 12 till 3 is one area, 3 till 6 is another one, 6 till 9 is the third one, 9 till 12 is another one. So you're just working in 4 areas in your 4-week period. Google Maps is great for getting you the street name and the house number. If you go to Google Maps on full magnification, you'll see that the blocks are actually numbered. Sometimes the numbers disappear off, but you get a fair idea of the numbers of houses in that street just from Google Maps. Very useful tool. And then you'll want to either print or copy or order day slips and tomorrow slips like I've just shown you. So day slips to say when you're collecting the books. So that in this case is going to be Monday and Thursday. And tomorrow slips just to say, I didn't pick up your catalogue. Can you leave it out tomorrow? I'll be back. And I know that we used to say about going back as many times as possible and putting a slip in every time. With the cost of petrol these days, just go back the second day. If it's not out there, when you go around for deliveries, you can have a chance to go back again then. But it's really not economic to go back time after time after time, unless they're just 5 minutes up the road and you can walk around there, collect it, or you're on your way somewhere. But don't make a dedicated journey. The reason that local is best is if you're 5 miles away and you've got to drive over there, or as Fiona found out recently when her car broke down, she has to bike over there. If you're going to go back for one straggler, they may or may not have put it out and there may not be an order. If it's just round the next street and you can walk there, it's much, much easier for you. And you can do this before your kit arrives. So what else do you want to do? Plan your catalogue delivery areas. As I said, you can work round in a circle so that you're always close to where you were before, so you can nip back for stragglers if you need to. But plan where you're going to go. You don't want to go north one day, south the next day, east the following day, and west the day after. You just don't want to be that higgledy-piggledy unless you're going there for a good reason. So plan where you're going to go. Your catalogue logs are right. Woo-hoo! You do your little dance, and then you start to get busy. You want to clone your catalogue sets. All your catalogue sets should be absolutely identical. Just let Jane in. Okay, so clone your set. So you want a day slip prominent so they know when to pick it up. You want an order form prominent so they understand, oh, you can order things for this, and arrange your catalogues in the same way. The reason that you want to do that is when you pick up your catalogue set, it's absolutely obvious whether it's being looked at or not. Now, there will be some anal people who will open your catalogue set and put it back exactly as they found it. Sadly, we don't cater for those. If it's being looked at, you can mark up your round sheet. If it's not being looked at, you can say they've not looked at it. Okay, where do we go from? Oh dear. Let's get back in here. Ah, good. Extras. Now, when your catalogue sets arrive, they don't have day slips in them. You'll have to personalise your order form. So that means either you stamp them, print them, write them, put labels on. Somehow you've got to say that order form belongs to you, and when the customer writes their details in, you're the one who's picking it up. The other thing, of course, is when you've got all the catalogues assembled, you'll need something to put them in so you can take them out. Now, I use an old buggy to carry my things around the streets, so I want a waterproof container with a lid. You don't want a plastic waterproof container without a lid, because when it rains, all the water goes into the container, and you don't want that. So you need some kind of container to contain them in. It might be the box they came in. You might choose to something different. You'll need a round book or a sheet, and in that you're going to record the date, the day that you're going to pick them up, then you're going to put a street name down and the house name or number. It's much easier if all the houses are numbered. And I say that from experience because we went out to a little country lane. It was quite close to the centre of Maidstone, but at one time it'd been a little country lane. Every house had a name. Not one of them had a number. So you had to write down every name, and some of them were immense, Shangri-La on high, this kind of stuff. So you just made the thing. But you've got to record what house you've been. Then when you take your catalogue down, you can record where you've been, which houses you've delivered catalogues to. There are some that you might not. You might look through, see no curtains, no furniture, the house is empty. I usually find this out after I've put the catalogue through the door. So as you walk up the path, have a bit of a nose, have a look round, see, do you think the house is occupied? If the house is all shut up, there's you can see behind the glass front door, there's loads of posts on the ground. The chances are the house isn't occupied at the moment. They might just be on holiday. It might be empty. Don't waste a catalogue in that house. Now, there are two ways of putting catalogues in. You can either post, which is dropping a catalogue through the letterbox, like the postman, or you can place, knock on the door, say, I'm delivering a VivaMK catalogue, collecting it on Monday, while holding the catalogue out towards the person. Generally, they will take it from you. Now, there are pros and cons with both methods. Posting, just going through every house, gets you or catalogues out very quickly. So if you're collecting stragglers before and then putting out catalogues, that's quite a good way of doing it. If your time is very precious, when you're delivering the catalogues, posting's a good idea. Placing, the disadvantage with posting is there's often half as long again to collect them. Not only are you marking the result and have to look through the catalogues, but there will be, you'll knock on the door, they won't have put it out, they'll have forgotten, you'll have to put a slip through, and you have to record it. Placing catalogues, however, although it takes longer to put them out, and you'll probably put less out, you actually get them to people who may well look at them. And I say may well because quite often I've noticed when I'm out cataloguing that there'll be perhaps a school kid just in and says, oh yeah, mum will have a look at that. Hasn't got a clue what mum will do. Same if a bloke takes it and he says, oh yeah, the wife will look at that. Maybe not. So there are pros and cons with both. If you place catalogues, you can expect to collect most of them back when you go round. Pros and cons for both methods. The person who brought you into the business can discuss that with you and you can decide which is best for you. Collection day. What do I need? First of all, a great big smile. You're going to go out, you're going to see people, you're going to collect orders off the doorstep. Well, that's your expectation. You're going to need a round book or a round sheet, and you're going to record in there what happened when you went to that house. Not word for word, you don't have to record the conversation. When you go to pick up your catalogues, there are 4 outcomes. Not collected, not looked, or ordered. And you have to record those on your round book, round sheet. You've got the date that you put them out. You can record that information down. And if they say not required, you can just cross them through and put not required at the end. But that's few and far between. You'll need some tomorrow slips. I've already shown you some tomorrow slips. If they're not in, you've knocked, no one answers, or say, oh, I can't find it, the wife must have ... fill in the blank. You can give them a tomorrow slip and say, I'll be back tomorrow, just leave it on the doorstep for me. You'll need a microfiber cloth. Now, or a towel, or a tea towel, something like that. Do you know, sometimes in this country, and I realise in Scotland it may be different, sometimes it rains. And sometimes it rains when you need to pick up your catalogues. Now, rather than just shaking the water off and sticking them in your box, particularly if you've got a cardboard box, you just need to wipe them down and dry them a bit so that they don't get soaked. Because eventually the bags will get a bit open, a bit damp, and you will get water into your catalogues and that will just ruin them. So you'll need a microfiber cloth to clean them down. Now, what I haven't said, which is ultra important, I do apologise for forgetting this, is when your books have been looked at, find the order form. Now, don't just say, oh, it's been looked at, oh, great. You want to find the order form and have a look at it and see, have they ordered it? If not, just leave it on the top. If they have ordered, do they know where they live? You would be amazed at the number of people who know exactly what they want from the book, haven't a clue where they live. So, first time round, you won't know their name, but you can put the address down. So you know someone at that address has ordered, and you can then mark that on your slip to say they've ordered, but write it on the order form, because when you come to sort out your orders, or the delivery comes, and you've got this stain remover, let's say, you think, who ordered that? Where have I got to deliver that to? So make sure that at the very least, the customer's address is on the order form. Right. Track your results. Now, you can do that with paper, of course, but being a digital, I do it online. So here I've got, these are results from period 8 last year. You can see that at the end of July, this is week 3 and week 4. When I was designing this, Janet said to me, oh, let's have green for week 1, yellow for week 2, orange for week 3, and red for week 4, because you're getting closer to the end. So here in week 2, let's see, it starts, for those who are on a mobile can't see it, you've got day, date, catalogued out, catalogued in, stragglers, not looked, new customers, orders, total sales, average per catalogue. And on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I put out 193.89. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I picked up 80 of my 100, 112 of the 93, obviously some stragglers as well, and then 62 of the others. So I had 25 stragglers, 3 stragglers, 27, 63 not looked at, 91 not looked at, 31 not looked at, 17, 21, 31 looked at. New customers, which is the really important thing. I had 1 new customer on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 4 for that week. I had 3 orders, 1 order, 2 orders of £17.50, £8, £23.50. So for that week, 282 catalogues went out, 254 came in. I had 4 new customers, 6 orders. I had £49. That averages 19p a catalogue, which is not much, but it was all new. At this end of the week, of the period, I'm going just to new customers. So just in summary, at the very bottom, I've got period totals. I put out 115 for the period. I collected 886. I lost 129. But I gained 11 new customers. That's fantastic. If I can get 11 new customers a period over 8, 9, 10 months, that's putting me up to a customer base of, over 10 months, 110 customers. That's a pretty good customer base. If you look at Janet Lyle's post she's just put on Facebook, she's moved 100 miles away from her customer base. She went to 105 customers, loyal, long-time customers, and picked up £900 worth of orders. So getting customers is important at this stage. The orders and the totals are less important. The important thing is you're getting customers, you're building up your customer base. And I got 471.50 throughout that period, customer base as well, at 53p a catalogue, which is quite a decent return when you're blanket dropping as well. So building your customer base, repeat. You keep on doing the same thing. So for us, we've always gone to our customers every 4 weeks. Different teams have different ideas, but it's repeat. If you go every 5 weeks, you go there and you keep on doing the same thing. So it's a repetition, and repetition brings results. We have always worked on a 3 strikes and you're out. The third time round, if they've had 3 no-looks, they're gone. If they have 2 no-looks and they're late, and they've been repeatedly late, the third time round, they're out. They've never returned the book, they're out. No orders after 6 times, they're out. So we go around 6 times, start a new round sheet, and only have people who've ordered. That way we know that we've just cherry-picked the very best of the people. And keep working this system until you reach your target amount, the amount of sales that brings you the income you need. How long will that take you? How long's a piece of string? You'll get to know that as you work the system. The system works if you work the system. Let me have a drink now. So the key to building a strong customer base is lots of useful customer servicing. Be reliable. Be consistent and regular. Be dependable. Personalise your slips. so people know it's you. You may have seen on ours that we've got our pictures. Someone mentioned about having pictures on it. We can easily do that. If you have any consumable products, like Stain Away, for instance, if you've got a little label on that that says this was bought from, give your name, telephone number, then they know who to get it from. Something like Sparkle or Blue Magic, which will last quite a long time because it's dilutable, having one of those on is where did we get this from? Oh, it's on the bottom. We got it from. Okay, so anything that's consumable, anything that, the hand cream, just make sure that they know where it was coming from. Sometimes we have customers who buy for other people. They won't know it was bought from you, so make sure you've got a label on it. Know your customers. This is something that's so important, and you speak to any established distributor, they will know their customers. Okay, let me let Joe in just a moment. There you go. I know that Janet knows her customers. So write your customers' get your order forms, write your customers' details down in a book, being digital, of course, mine are all online and I can access them from my phone at any time. Know what your customers want and need. It's very important. At Christmas, send a Christmas card or deliver a Christmas card to each of your customers. Show them that you're not just interested in them buying stuff, that you're interested in them. So write a nice Christmas card to your customers. Now, if you're a really established distributor and you've got hundreds of customers, you start in September. You don't wait until, like most blokes, don't wait till Christmas Eve and start it. You start it before. And you know, because you've got a regular system, you're going to your customers on a regular basis, you know when you're going to deliver to those customers and give them a Christmas card. You know when the last order before Christmas is. And that's a training in itself. But make sure your customers know when you're coming round before holidays, before Christmas. Say, this is the last chance to order. You won't see me again till the new year. So really know your customers. I know Janet, for instance, was doing ironing for one of her customers. She knows that, there are times when your customers can't get to the shops. You say, I'm going to the shops today. I'm passing Morrison's. Would you like me to get anything? Now, they won't say necessarily yes, but how do you think that will make them feel? That someone is kind enough to them to say, can I get you anything? Do you need anything? Also, when you get something personalised and you realise it's, say, the pencil case at the back, and they've written on the order form the name all in capitals. Now you think, this is going to be for a child. Will the child recognise their name all in capitals? So I phone them up and say, yeah, I've got this. I see you've written it in capitals, so I can read it nice and clearly. Thank you. But when we get it engraved, do you want just the first letter a capital and then the rest in lowercase? And they think, Reggie's going to start school in September. Yeah, it would be better if it's in lowercase. Yeah, so we'll have a capital R, and then the rest of the letters, if they can be small letters, he'll recognise them. So make sure you ask your customers those questions. That makes them feel that little bit special. And finally, keep smiling, keep building, and enjoy your business.